What's up? What's up, YouTube? What's up? Talk to me tonight. Come on in here. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. What's up, man? Mr. Lowe, what's going on? How's everybody doing? Excited about tonight, man. Glad to be with you guys tonight. Back in, as I say on the video, back in the house again, man. It's going all right, Alexis. It's all good. It's all good. Can't complain. Shoot, Friday night. We ready to chop it up with you guys about the dump truck business. We'll give a few minute or so for some other folks to come on. They get their notification. I'm doing good. Elamavita, I'm doing good, man. Recovered well. Surgery went well. You know, thank God for that, for you guys' prayers, and doing good. On the mend, you know, not sore anymore. Stamina is getting back up there, so we coming along fine. Thanks for asking about that. All right, Gio from North Carolina. Giovanni, what's up? Glad to see you in the house, man. We'll give it about another minute. It's Skinny. Yo, what's up, man? I'm struggling with spread and dense grade and 57. You struggling? You struggling with spreading it with your truck out the back, tailgating out the back of your truck? Yeah, man. Elevated. God is good, man. God is good. God is great. And I give him certainly glory for bringing me through the surgery, man. It's Skinny. What you be? You struggling with spreading dense grade and 57s. What's the problem is? You got to know how to set them chains, man. You set them chains on that tail. You set your chains on the side, and you want to try to leave a gap, maybe something like that, I guess. And you can adjust how much you spread by how fast you go as well, right? So typically, you got it about that thick, 57 about that thick, you wanna put a little pace with how fast you go so it'll spread out, pretty evenly. It won't be too thick on them, It's a skill, it's a learned skill. It's Skinny. It don't happen overnight, man. It takes some time to kind of get used to it. But what you can do to keep from putting too much, just tighten your chains up on both sides, leave about that much of a gap. And you could always adjust your speed, how fast you go, slower or faster, to lay it down thicker or thinner. Okay. All right. Oh, I'm sorry, Elamavita. God, I apologize. I am so sorry. Okay. All right. I am so sorry, Elamavita. God bless you. I'm sorry. She's a lady and Giovanni is her husband. Okay. Okay. Cool. Sorry about that. I didn't know. My apologies. Husband and wife team. Cool. Cool. All right. That's exciting. All right. That's exciting. All right. I do a decent job. It always ends with a pile at the end. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's not uncommon to have a little bit, at the end. What you probably would rather is it to be a little thicker than for you to leave a pile, right? Because they can always get somebody with a greater box, tractor with a greater box that can come and pull it down more if need be. So sounds like you might need to go a little wider then with your chains. Fails if you don't, if you run short before the end, always get the greater box and drag enough to make it last to the end. So you might just need to make that little small adjustment. All right. Thank you, Elamazada. I accept my apology. I am so sorry about that. I couldn't really tell by your name. You have a unique name. Amen. So I appreciate that. All right. So look, we're going to get started tonight. I know once the rest of them get the notification, they'll come on in as we begin to talk tonight. All right. Denise, yeah, Denise, I got game tonight. I got some game tonight. Right? Look, I need to say it. More game and more game, right? Yeah. All right. So look, I wanted to come to you guys tonight. Certainly, I felt that I would be mended enough that we can talk a little bit tonight about some things. And I want to begin with something tonight that um, I've mentioned it before in a video or so, and but having had some experiences the week before the surgery and this week, I thought I should mention it, and that is the importance of a maintenance account, right? The importance of a maintenance account. That's where I want to begin tonight. And I can't stress to you enough how important it is for you to have some kind of money in maintenance that you can put back to start with, but also set up some kind of system to where you can have it there as you're working and making money. All right. What's up, Peppers Property? What's up, man? So, so that's the first thing I want to start tonight, the importance of a maintenance account. Why is that important? Because what I can tell you is that inevitably at some point, breakdown is going to happen, right? And I experienced it first about 3 weeks ago. I had what we call an EGR cooler to go out. And you're going to see that coming up in a couple of videos about that experience, right? And so that was about a 3,000 plus breakdown, and so you got to have money there to go and be able to get the parts and to pay the laborers on that. All right, and then 2 weeks after that, which was this week here, having gotten home last week, and then this week I had a front main seal to go out on that same truck. Freakish thing happened, y'all. The alternator belt popped and wrapped around the crankshaft and chipped the front seal. We had all going everywhere up under the undercarriage of the truck. Boom. Had to go get the radiator taken out, the whole front part taken out, get to the cam, put the seal in. All right. And so again, over $2,000 something dollars, right? So because of the labor. And so I got to thinking about that as I wanted to come and talk to you guys tonight, is that it's very important to have a maintenance account. Now, I'm not trying to scare you with what I'm saying, because this just simply goes to your preparation to come into this business, those of you who desire to come, and for those of you who are in it, at some point you got to be prepared for that. So here's the game. For those of you that are desiring to come and researching and checking out the channel to learn as much as you can, the first thing you want to do is that while you're getting your capital together, for down payment, for insurance, for other things, it would be wise to make sure that you get a couple thousand. That's why I still stand on that $15,000 to $20,000 number, right? Because you need a few thousand, just to kind of start with for maintenance, right? When I say few, $2,000-$3,000, I'm not going to say you got to have $6,000-$7,000 maintenance to start, but you just want to have something there just in case, right? Because you just never know. Okay. All right. And then what you do is, as you begin to work in the business, this is the second point of game. You want to go ahead and just automatically have some money coming out of your general fund account, going over to another checking account that's a maintenance account, right? At the same bank, preferably, right? All right. Now that number will vary for people. Me personally, I'll share what I do, and I have $250 a week that comes out that goes automatically into maintenance, right? Just automatically goes. And if I don't use it, it sits there, piles up. If I use it, it's already there. Pay my mechanic, things like that, right? So two things I've given you, right, is to start off with some maintenance money, but then make sure you establish a maintenance checking account and have money coming out of the general checking going into automatically. You don't have to touch it, into a maintenance account. That's a checking account. That way you can write checks off that account. All right. And so all of this is important. All right. Because inevitably at some point, these vehicles run. Anything that's mechanically made, it does break down. Right. And I'm here to tell you that I have been pushing hard my trucks for the last 4 or 5 weeks. I'm talking about days and nights. So my trucks have been pushing real hard. Right. And don't get me wrong, they're made for that. They can handle it. But eventually, also, when you're running like that, things are going to happen, right? What's up, Crit? South Florida in the house. And so I just want to share that with you because I think that's important to know. Many people don't share that part, and they try to make it look all grisly and scary. It's not a scary thing. Don't be afraid of that. What's the old saying? Prior preparation prevents poor performance, right? I'm gonna say that again. Prior preparation prevents poor performance. So if you prepare at the beginning to say, okay, we know we need to put $2,000, 2,500, put it over here in this account for maintenance going in, 3,000, 4,000, then we're good, right? And then as we start working, let's make sure we got money going into the maintenance account, right? So that's what the game is right there. What's up, Antonio? All right. Long Island, New York. What's up, New York? New York in the house. All right, so that's the game on that. All right, and so anybody got any questions on that as relates to about what I'm talking about maintenance? Any questions on that? All right, Miss Lowe. I'm gonna just call you Miss Lowe. You're mentioning maintenance. You mentioned in one of your videos to get a truck with springs, then air brakes. Yes, are air brakes repair costly? And I got a video coming up on that too. Not really. Let me put it this way. Pretty much what industry standards suggest is that let me see, labor. They're saying now that labor $75 a wheel for brakes, right? So if you got to do the whole back, let's just say that's $300, right? All right. Boxes of brakes pretty much run here. You can get a box of brakes $40, $45, right? So if you say, let's just say your brakes are $45 a box times 4, that's what, 180, and then labor 350, labor 300. So what is that? 480. So let's just say about $500. $500 pretty much you could change the whole 2 back tandems of your truck. Well, here's the thing about in trucking or in the dump truck business. Sometimes some wheels wear out worse than the others. So, Miss Lowe, you might not have to do the thing about it. You might not have to do each wheel all at once, right? You could take a weekend and say, I'm just going to do my back tandem. They are the worst. Let me do my back tandem this weekend, right? Go make some more money 2 weeks later. Okay, I'm going to come back and do my front tandem. It's all about how bad they are. You're not to the point of cutting into your drum, right? So that's what you would be looking at as it relates to brakes. That, ballpark figures there. Like I say, boxes of brakes here, $40, $45. They're gonna charge you a core, save your old brakes, change your brakes, take your the old brakes back, get your core back. All right, and like I say, industry standards on the high side, $75 a wheel. But you just need to be able to talk to people and know who can do what. And I guarantee you, even in your town, there's got somebody that'll do them brakes for you about $50 a wheel. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. All right. Todd Williams, what's up? South Carolina in the house. What's up, man? All right. Antonio, best suspension Camelback Henderson. Well, of course, I'm a Mack man. Antonio, you got the Camelback, you got the M Ride. I haven't had an M Ride yet, but I also haven't heard anything bad about an M Ride, right? I'm privy to Camelback. I love it, but I've also had a KW that had a Hendrickson, and man, that Hendrickson is a boss. I'm here to tell you, I didn't have any problem out that Hendrickson, man. So yeah. Hendrickson, Chalmers is not a bad suspension. So either of the three are good suspensions, man. All right. Only thing suspension I got a problem with that I think you'll run into problems with. Let me just say this for the sake of conversation is air ride suspension, right? Air ride suspension on a dump truck. For me, my first truck, I made a mistake, didn't know any better, got air ride, and I struggled. Getting stuck on top of the ground, couldn't do some jobs other guys were doing. It just was a headache, man. And I never got an air ride truck again after that. So, if you got a beefed up heavy duty suspension, spring suspension, that should work for you. All right. All right. And so, Ms. Lowe, if I answered your question, yes, get spring suspension instead of air ride. I think I just explained why. If I didn't, give me another question. Sharika, what's up? All right. Happy Memorial Day weekend to you too. All right. Curtis Boyd, what are your takes on finding good mechanics that can get you in and out pretty easy? Oh my God, Curtis. Whoo. So I just was explaining earlier that I had uh in the last month 2 breakdowns, and my regular guy, and this is a guy I've been knowing me since I was a child. So I one of the homeboys here that does mechanic work, and he's a trucker, but he hauls chips, wood chips, right? And his truck is getting a motor put in it. Well, he's in the process of trying to put a motor in his truck. Well, the last 2 breakdowns, he couldn't really get to me because of the nature of what I needed done was going to be time consuming. And then watch this. This is another nugget, y'all. The Mack place was bagged up. The Mack dealerships, why I said don't depend on just them shops. You need to go be able to find you some other guys that do this for a living on their own. The Mack place was backed up. I called down there. If I didn't do that, my truck would have sat in the shop for 2 weeks. So you gotta spread around to 3 or 4 different mechanics. Don't just get locked in on one guy, because if something is going on with him, you want to still be able to, get your truck worked on, right? So I would just kind of ask around, Curtis, amongst the truckers, and see, who they use, who's a good mechanic, blah, blah, blah. Every breakdown don't have to go to the shop, right? Right. And thank God mine didn't have to go to the shop, because it would have been sitting. Same thing this time. I went down to the dealership Monday to get parts, and I asked the lady, I said, how backed up are y'all? They got like 18 trucks sitting down there, and they got 2 technicians. 2 technicians, 18 trucks. And if I'd have took my truck there, I'd have been sitting all this week. So yeah. Definitely find them, Curtis. Talk to some truckers. And I guarantee you the truckers know, not just even dump trucker, but any trucker. I guarantee you they know some other guy. They know some mechanics that work on, and you can find out who's reasonable and who's not. All right. What pound fronts and rear? 20,000 pound fronts, Antonio. 44s will do you. 46 is good, but at least 44. I got 44 on my last one. All right. 44 to do you. Giovanni Country wanted to know if you or anyone on this live has purchased a truck from J&J in Virginia. I know J&J. Baskin, stay away. I can tell you about Baskin. No. Baskin is some crooks. Baskin are crooks, man. Stay away from Baskin. J&J, I've heard good things. Maybe some of the other folks can comment on that. But I can tell you about Baskin. Baskin, you be like, it's a late. I'm gonna tell you what Baskin does, Giovanni. It's a late model truck, and the price, you can't believe that's all it costs. Trust me, it's the reason why that's so. I mean, when I first was looking one time, I couldn't. Man, God, dog, this a 4-5-year-old truck for 30,000-40,000. It just seemed too good to be true. But then I saw some reviews on them from the Better Business Bureau. Crooks. Too many people. Bunch of people try to take their trucks back, man, from having bought a pile of junk and lost their money, man. All right. And in April, I started my trucking company as a C corporation. Any thoughts on this? C, that's okay. Nothing's wrong with that. I'm an LLC, but I filed taxes as an S because it worked for me better as an S. So, that's cool. I mean, if that works for you, I would talk to a CPA 98 April and ask your CPA, you being in the nature of the business that you're in, and see if that is going to be beneficial to you. That's what I would do. Talk to your CPA or a CPA to make sure it's beneficial to you. Me being an LLC, filing as an S works for me, right? Okay. Antonio, double frame, single frame. Antonio, double frame, or thick single frame. Double frame or thick single frame. And if it's a thick single frame, make sure that truck came from the factory like that with the thick single frame. Because if it came from the factory and it's not something somebody put together, you can trust that. All right. Steel dump is best. Logan or Ox is probably the top 2 brands out there now. Logan and Ox. I like those 2. And 16-foot bed. Triaxle can definitely take a 16-footer easy. If you're getting into a quad, 17, 18-foot, probably would be what you would have to go with. All right, Miss Lowe, okay, good. Todd, is there a certain reason you like Mack trucks? I don't know, Todd. I guess because when I first started driving trucks, I drove a Mack concrete truck, ready mix truck. And that's the first truck I learned on, first truck I drove. and I just love the Mack, man. And I just like, and they have the reputation for being the off-road king. The history suggests that off-road Mack, on-road go to Pete, right? So I've just their reputation, just you know, and having drove them, and I just like what I saw. When you drove concrete truck for 3.5 years, and you got to do all this off-road and bad ground, bad house dishes, and trying to get that truck up to that slab to pull that concrete out. I was like, man, the Mack is a tough truck, and I just was sold on them from then on. All right. Let me catch back up with the second part of that question. Going into the business next year, and Mack is my preferred truck, but I don't know know much about that. Okay, Mack. Oh yeah, hey man. Mack has the reputation for being the off-road king, when it comes to, because those trucks have to get off-road from time to time, and you need a truck that's built to be able to handle that. But I'm not going to say that a KW can't do it, a Pete can't do it. They can, as long as they're spec right. Any truck can, as long as it's spec right. I'm just privy to Mack, so I won't ever tell anyone that the only truck you need to get is a Mack. But that's just my bias, right? As long as it's spec right, it can get the job done for you. All right. Daniel K, what's up, man? From Missouri, love the videos, getting ready to turn 21. Okay. Thinking about buying my first truck. The only close dealership to me is Western Star. Okay. Western Star, no problem. Give you a good review on Western Star, Daniel. A buddy of mine right here in town got two of them, and hasn't had a problem, man. Great suspension, spec'd out right. I like how they sit up high. Automatic, but they got the same specs, right? Different engine, of course, but Allison, I think it's Allison with a Detroit, man. I give you thumbs up on that Western Star. I've shared with the guys on this and girls on this channel that I have no problem with a Western Star. I thought about a Western Star, and Western Stars are about right now $10,000 or $15,000 cheaper than a Mack if you're buying brand new. All right. Steel or aluminum? Giovanni, I prefer steel, because if you go with aluminum, you're going to lock yourself into being able to just haul that. It's funny you ask that, because today I haul broke up concrete, right? Yesterday I'm on asphalt, but then today I'm on broke up concrete. I wouldn't have been able to make that transition if I had an aluminum box, right? Concrete would have tore that box up, right? So I prefer steel, because steel can do it all, right? Unless you just know you got a customer that you're going to work for every day, hauling asphalt, hauling dirt, you ain't going to never haul no heavy duty stuff. That would be the only reason I would recommend go with the aluminum. All right. Paper skis, property. Appreciate your hustle, country. I bought a new PD single axle, okay, to be more efficient. Finally graduated from the dub trail. Okay. Sounds exciting, man. Pete single axle. Got you something to work with locally. All right. And so that's cool, man. That is cool. All right. I just send us a picture of that Pete single axle, man. Let us see it. Bo Nut, what's up, man? Salute to you, bro. I salute Bo Nut, man. Bo Nut messed me up last week, man. I got to say this about him. He messed me up. Bo Nut sent me that picture, man, to my phone. That doggone Quint axle with them 3 axles, with them shiny wheels, brand smacking new, with the plastic still on the seat, man. Look, I was trying to recover from the surgery, man. I think that was before the surgery. I was looking, I'm like, oh my God, look at this. And I was like, man, that is a monster there, man. Congrats to Bo Nut. I posted the pictures in community yesterday. And man, that's a beautiful truck. He got something to work with. I think, Bo Nut, you told me you was in Memphis, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if that's wrong. Congrats to you, bro. Tony Capone, ever had a Detroit? Have I ever had a Detroit? Ever had a Detroit? I don't think I've ever had a Detroit, but a Detroit is a good engine, Tony. It's a good engine. I've heard nothing but great things about Detroit. I had a couple of buddies had a Detroit. I don't think I've ever had a Detroit. I think I've heard everything else but a Detroit, right? Had a buddy with a Freightliner with a Detroit, so I haven't ever had it. All right, Tonio, where can you look for work? Websites? Does asphalt pay more? Tony got some questions. Where can you look for work? Tonio, look for the your state. Go on your state Department of Transportation website. I'm gonna give you this nugget. Your state Department of Transportation website, and look for the bid letting section, and you can see that the jobs that are going on in your county, right? And once you see the jobs that were going on in your county and the company that got those jobs, you look their number up and you call that company and you talk to that company about getting on with them. All right, I'm gonna give you another nugget, Antonio. Antonio is new to the channel, so I'm gonna say this as well. Get your yellow pages or your white pages of your area. Look up the construction companies, the asphalt companies, the road construction companies. Call those companies. Hey, I got a truck. I want to know what I need to do to get to work for you guys, right? And they'll share that with you, right? So I'm gonna share those nuggets with you, Antonio. What you can do is go back on the channel and look under the lives. I think our first or second live talk nothing but about how to find the work, right? All right. Does asphalt pay more? Not necessarily. I mean, it depends on state location. It doesn't necessarily pay more, but it pays good. All right. It's good for your bad to have rear chutes or the rear gate. Go with the rear gate, Antonio. That's what we used to, the rear gate. All right, Daniel, thank you. Appreciate it. Taquan, what's up? What's up? What's up, Taquan? Glad to have you on the channel, man. All right, Pastor, we appreciate it. Okay, cool, Todd. All right, Mo Jazz. Hey, fam, once again, your thoughts on Gold Mack engine and trans triax. So 500 horsepower. That's a lot of engine. Ox body, currently running international triaxle. All right, let's slow that down. Gold Mack engine. Give me a little more clarity on the Gold Mack engine. Is that MP7, MP8? What is that? All right. Give me a little bit more info on that, Mo Jazz, and I'm gonna come back to you. All right, Bo, that's right. Bo is in Cleveland, Ohio. Thank you, Bo. He's in Cleveland, Ohio. All right, doing it big with that Quint axle, man. Boy, I'm excited for you, man. Bo, you just don't know, man. I just, man, you lit some, man. Look, you got me excited, boy, when I saw that truck, man. All right. No, Antonio financing, man. Financing, and they wanted 10% down, and lease is good depending on your situation. Just be aware of the balloon note at the end, or you have to refinance it again. All right. Nasty thing, do you recommend getting DBS? Yes. For sure, nasty thing. Quickly as possible. ASAP. Get that paperwork in, man, because it takes them 2 months and 3 months to process it. So get it done, man. It's a little tedious for about a day or two, but get it done ASAP. All right. Cool, Antonio. Ain't no problem, man. Look, that's why I'm here. Answer the question. Mike Jones. I was a rapper by that name back in the day, wasn't it? Starting off in business, would you purchase a truck with an automatic or a transmission or a manual? Go with the automatic, man. Look, I'm sold on automatic from now on. So if you can get an automatic, Mike, go with the automatic. All right, MP8. There you go, Mo Jackson. That's a little bit more information. All right. MP8 Mack, man, trans, they have the gold dogs on the hook. I haven't run across anybody with that combination yet, right? Because everybody I know, Mo Jackson, prefers that Allison, man. And I am a proponent, an advocator, and one that can tell you that Allison is a beast, man. That Allison is a beast. I haven't had any feedback from anybody on the Mack trans, but I got a buddy that had the automatic, but his was an Eaton Fuller, and he wasn't satisfied with it all. So much so that this rascal took his truck back. It was a lease, turned it in, and got another lease that had the Allison transmission. And man, he bragged. He said, "Man, it's an obvious difference, right?" And so I think I can't say from experience, but man, Jazz and that dog. I just don't think that Mack Trans can do anything with that Allison, man. That Allison is a monster, bro. I'll just tell you. I mean, maybe somebody else can give some information on that Mack Trans. All I can speak from, I had a manual Mack Trans, Mo Jazz, and when they first started making their own transmission, to try to, I guess, cut Eaton Fuller. Eaton Fuller used to do all Mack trucks, right? And so when they started trying to, I guess, keep that money in house and start making their own transmission, I'm here to tell you that Mack transmission manual did not have the power that Eaton Fuller had. I'm telling you, man, bar none. Same transmission, right? 8LL, it did not have the power, man. And I'll say, okay, that's it for Mack transmission. Bought one with a manual, and I have not had a Mack transmission since. Don't want it. All right. Todd Williams, hi, my mentor that's guiding me, talks about down season between December and February. Yes, sir. And how to save money for that. Yes, sir. That's key. Never heard you really mention it. Do you all have a down season where you are? Yes, Todd, for me, we go through December just fine. For us, it's pretty much January, and pretty much for us, it depends on the weather, right? If it's a wet winter, then that's why we definitely flock to asphalt during the winter, right? Because asphalt, long as it's 40 degrees and rising, you can do asphalt, right? Limestone yards and things of that nature, because we know dirt is obsolete during that time. So it depends on if it's a wet winter or a dry winter, right? If it's a dry winter, man, I have worked in January and February. But if it's a wet winter, and I know some of you stay in cold weather areas, there's no doubt you're going to get your snow. Yeah, I mean, but I think it's good to just know that January into February typically is slow nationwide. It does tick down a notch, but a lot of that is coming off the December, the New Year holiday. And a lot of these companies don't even get back into the office till the week after the first of the year. They take their time getting everybody back on board, having their meetings. And then what we see is about the end of January, we start to see a little bit more movement. Until then, I'm going to be honest with you, we might make 2 days a week, 3 days a week, in January. End of the month starts moving a little bit. February starts moving a little bit more. We might make 3 days a week, 4 days a week. All right. And then by the time we get through February, we're rolling. All right. But here's an exception to that. If you're on a job, that's why I say get with road construction companies or companies that got big jobs. Because if you're on a big job and it gets down to that part of the year, keep in mind that company is on a timeline. They can't play around. They got to get that job done. So if the weather it ain't bad, they gonna be trying to work. So if you get down to December and they tell you, okay, well, we're gonna take the holidays off. Trust me, that construction company got a certain number of days, especially road projects, to get that job done. They ain't finna just chop it up and say, oh, we ain't doing them for 6 weeks. They trying to work, man. And if that weather give them any kind of daylight, they gonna work. So that's an exception right there. All right, Todd, I hope that helps out, man. All right, but that's the key, is to plan for it, right? Put your little nuts up like a squirrel do. I got oak trees out here, and these squirrels, that's all they do during the summer. They put nuts up. Why are they doing that? Because they know winter's coming, right? And so that's what you have to do, is put a little bit up during that time. So what you do is, while you're making 2 and 3 days a week, you can pinch off what you've been putting together. You take them 2-3 days a week and you pinch off what you've been putting up, and boom, you made it through that week. Next week, you get your 2 or 3 days a week, you pinch off, put it together with them 2-3 days, you make it through that week. That's how you make it in the dump truck business, right? That's game right there, y'all. That is game right there. Okay. All right. See what else we got here. Man, y'all on it tonight, man. Let me see. Let me stroll back up. All right, Todd, I hope that helps you out, Todd. All right, Miss Lowe, DBE certified is disadvantaged business. Is for minorities. And the federal government has a program whereby a certain percentage of jobs that they fund, help states to fund, they mandate that 10%, 15%, 20% of that job has to be given to a DBE certified company, right? So you have to go on to the Department of Transportation website of your state and look for that, fill out that paperwork, and start the process of beginning to be DBE certified, right? All right, matter of fact, I got some good news with y'all. I'm gonna share just on that very thing about happened for me. Just matter of fact, let me tell you now, so I can go further with my questions, right? I took the liberty of emailing some project managers of a company I used to work with, and so another company, my paperwork showing, hey, look, send an email to them. Hey, look, I'm DBE certified. Just letting you know, I provide dump trucking, here to serve you. Let me know if you need anything. Guess what? Got a call 2 weeks ago, right before the surgery. I got a call to put in a bid on hourly work and what I would charge to haul 5 to 20,000 yards of dirt in on a job. The bid going in on June the 9th. And they want me to be the DBE on that job. Well, I'm going to put in a bid, right? And so if they get the job, guess what? I got hourly work I got to do, and I'm going to have 5 to 20,000 yards I'm going to haul. That's how the DBE benefits you, Miss Lowe. So you need to get that done on the website. It's a packet of paperwork you got to fill out. Department of Transportation. All right. And when I get that bid paperwork, I'm gonna let y'all see that once they email me what I got to fill out. Okay. All right. All right. Let's roll a little bit further. Got 2 Allisons in internationals. Have you seen the Allison 7-speed auto yet? No, I ain't seen the 7-speed, Mo Jackson. I got the 6, man. I haven't seen that 7. How you like them 2 Allison in that international, man? Tell me about that. All right, Bo Nut, the M Drive automatic on my Mack is nice. Okay, the M Drive, you got the M Drive suspension, but I've heard the Allison is a beast. Okay, I'd have to compare them. Yes, compare them, Bo. But Bo, look, Bo, ain't no shade nowhere in there for you. You done messed me up. You got it as a nice fine truck. That's gonna do fine. But yeah, check it out though. Anyway, just to see, okay, what's the comparison on that Allison? So next time when you get ready to do your thing, you know, you might want to go another route, man. But that ain't, man, look, don't you, man, Bo, look, don't feel no kind of way funny about that, man. Trust me, I'm sure the M Drive will do what it needs to do for you in that truck, man. Don't feel no kind of way about that, man. I'm happy for you with that, with what you got. Antonio Mojas sound good. Nasty saying disadvantage been in the problem. Okay, cool. Thank you, Nasty, for clarifying that. Antonio, I'm going to bed now. Thank you, sir. I will view the rest of it tomorrow. You should write a book. Yes, Antonio, I'm trying to write a book, man. I'm trying to get the book done. I wrote a 1 chapter. There's just so much going on. I'm gonna get it done though. I'm going to get it done, and at some point, right? All right. So look, I need to mention also at this time, because we got some new people on here, Antonio, before you go, you can support this channel, amen, by being a channel, by subscribing to channel membership. All right. You should see a buzzer on your page or on the channel that talks about join. You have the option of joining 3 levels of channel membership, or you can support the channel by seeing that $ at the bottom of the channel that talks about channel stickers and things of that nature, right? And with the chat. All right, channel supporters know about that. I have to mention that every now and again to you guys. Thank you guys, all of you who have supported this channel. Matter of fact, I need to mention some of you while we got a little break here, who have definitely been supporters of the channel, and I want to let you guys know how much I appreciate that, right? So I want to make sure that I give shouts out and credit where credit is due, okay? All right, so I want to definitely shout out to Lion King, Game Changer, Ryan Howard, Jeremy Speed, Randy Thomason, James Herndon, Jesse Dobson. Appreciate you being channel supporters, or should I say channel members. Channel membership. Also, Strap, appreciate you, man. Adderley, Jack Peak, Bo Walker, and Glenn Pelsa. I mean, I just want to mention those folks who have subscribed to channel memberships. And I say again, if you see the join button, you want to join, go check it out. You might want to join one of the levels. And if you want to support this channel, you can see the $ at the bottom. You can do a sticker, channel sticker of something of that nature. Okay. All right. So I thought I'd mention that at this point. All right. What we got here? All right. Tony will say you're going to bed. All right, Ms. Lowe, now things that like a federal program or state is federal. Ms. Lowe is on the state website, but it's a federal program. Taquan, what's your thought on adding a wet line with dump trailer to my fleet? What work do these type of trucks do? My other trucks are convenient for new subdivision development. Just want to expand my portfolio. Wet kit with a trailer can do asphalt. Trailers are popular here for asphalt. This company I'm with actually prefers trailers for asphalt. Sand and gravel to concrete plants. Some companies do use them for dirt. A lot of folks stay away from the trailers with dirt because they're afraid trailers will turn over easier. But right off the bat, sand and gravel, limestone, asphalt, definitely for trailers, you can do it. Definitely do it with a dump trailer. All right. I like that. I like your vision too about diversifying your portfolio. All right, Mojas, last Q&A, Peak Quad, okay, with a 500 Cummins. That's a lot of engine. 7-speed Allison. That sounds good. That sounds like a good combination. I like that quad. So that's a nice truck. That's a long truck. 500 Cummins. You got enough engine. 7-speed Allison. That sounds like a good combination, Mojas. Sound like a real good combination there, man. All right. Derek Dickerson. Hey, bro. So unfortunately, I'll be starting off with box trucks. That's cool. That's okay. You got to start somewhere, man. The key is just to get started, right? I get the dump soon. All right. All right, Miss Lowe. Appreciate you, Miss Lowe. Miss Lowe, thank you for that channel sticker. I appreciate you so much, Miss Lowe, supporting the channel with that channel sticker. Man, appreciate you. Bless you so much. Um, Derek, any tips that you think may help? Thanks for that. Box trucks, got a buddy up here that does well with box trucks. He particularly is hooked up down there in Baton Rouge, hauling furniture. That's what he does with his, and he's done well. He's been in it 15 years. Got 2 trucks. His son drives one. He drives the other. He's got him and a son in one, and a son and a work in the other. It has to be 2 people on the truck. And man, from what he's telling me, he's doing quite well. I think in any trucking that would be the same for anything is that you want to make sure you get out there, work hard, make a name for yourself. You make a name for yourself by what? Having a word, by working hard. You building a brand, right? You are the brand, and the way that you conduct yourself and the way that you work. Remember, somebody's always watching. Somebody's always watching, even when you don't see them watching. So, and what they're looking for is your work ethic and to know that you got a word, where you're going to do what you say you're going to do. All right. And so grind like that, and keep grinding like that. And you'll make a name for yourself, and you'll have a good reputation. And I can see you transitioning into dump trucks in no time, man. If you do that, no problem. All right. Miss Lowe, again, thank you. TriPoint, what's up? What's up, TriPoint? Good to see you tonight, man. So a 455 coming, still good. That's still good. TriPoint. Mojazz, and I'm sorry, that 455, that's still good engine, man. And the reason why I know that's good power, I had a 350 engine Cummins in that dump truck. So if you got 455, man, you talking about a whole 100 more, horsepower of engine, man. So that 455 is good with that 7-speed Allison. Yeah, that'll take that Cummins on down the road. You can do that. All right, I'm texting y'all. All right, one second. All right. Darius, how can I set up a conversation? Darius, go to one of the videos on the channel and look up under one of the videos where it says description, and you should see a link for Calendly, Calendly, and then just click on that. It's a link. It'll take you to be able to set up a consultation. All right. All right, Mo Jasmine, it's your first time? Okay, I don't know this is your first time catching us live. Okay. Ty Bourne, what's up? Been seeing a lot of companies raising prices because cost of fuel is up so much. Is that happening around you? When you say companies raising prices, you mean what they're paying the trucks? Is that what you mean, Ty? The price that they're paying the trucks? I hope that's what you mean. All right, type it in. Tell me if that's what you mean, Mo Jasmine. All right, I'm strolling. Derek, okay, cool. Derek, Bonut, you're a truly blessing country. Appreciate it, man. I'm just trying to do it, man. Good. I just think this is a part of my calling, part of God's will for my life, to give back to people, man, and pull game in the people that I didn't get, man. And then, having been blessed in this business 21 years, made a living out of it, changed my family's life. We wouldn't have been able to live the quality of life. I don't believe if I hadn't went this direction by God's direction. And so I believe this is just my way of giving back, paying it forward, sowing into other people's lives. And I just get joy, man. When you guys do well and get started, man, that man, it makes me feel like I just got started again. It rejuvenates me, man. So I appreciate that. All right, G719. Hey, I have a chance to run tandem dump truck. They paying $75 an hour. That's good. All right. Is a 18-foot box too big? Unless that wheelbase on the tandem. I'm gonna be honest, man. That's gonna have to be a long wheelbase foot box. Normally you could get about on a tandem about a 15 foot box. So you're talking about a whole 4 more feet, man. That's a lot. You might want to check the specs on that before you do that. Tone, Derek did box truck first, did Amalan Relay here in Virginia, real good money. Okay, cool. Darius, thanks. Tide trucks charging customers. We're getting around 115 an hour. Been seeing going up around 30. Shoot. Yes, sir. I like the sound of that. It needs to. It needs to. This fuel, man, I don't know where it is. And matter of fact, y'all type some the fuel in your areas. I'm gonna type what it is here as of today. This is the cheapest. This is the cheapest I've been able to find it. $2.84, right? Let me put that better. All right, it's $2.84 here. So just let me know what you guys fuel has been costing. It's up, man. So we're gonna have to do something, Derek. Ty, I'm sorry. You putting it on my mind now, man. We might have to mention that to these companies because I thought it would just go up, and it would just kind of come on back down, but it ain't came down yet, you know. And got another nugget for you. Of course, with these bigger companies that I've been with a little while, we tend to be a little bit more lenient with them on the price, right? Because they got so much work and we can make the money over time. But something that I did 3 months ago, here goes some game for you. Any new companies or customers that call me, it's 85 and 90, depending on what I'm doing, and I see that that's cheaper than you got, but that was before I saw that. Now I'm seeing you say that. Maybe I need to edge that up. This is before the diesel went up. Anybody knew $85, $90. That's what we had went up on our price. Now that the fuel is up, it seems like $100 needs to be the price. All right. But this is, you and I both know, man, it's like pulling teeth. You got to get all of the truckers to operate together on one accord to do that. Because if you go up and Joe Blow over here don't go up, they'll call Joe Blow to come and work and you sitting at home, All right, what's up, Macau? Frequently starting to driving the triaxle Pete. Okay, cool. Company hire me solely based on my CDL. That's cool. That don't happen everywhere. How long before I should ask my boss for business advice? They already love my work ethic. Macau, are you sure you want to ask them for business advice? Because you start asking them about business advice, they might start looking at you crazy like, wow, he just got here. He trying to leave us already. Well, let's go ahead and let him go because he don't intend to stay too long. I don't know if I might want to ask the boss, not right now. I think you need to get to know him a little bit better. I don't know if they might be the ones I would ask that. So be careful with that. All right, 3-2. God, dog, Ty, Ty, where you at? Atlanta? Where you at, Ty? Where you at? 327, man. Okay, 2 hours from Seattle. Okay, good God Almighty. Patrick, 325 in Oregon. Oh yeah, y'all up there, man. But we ain't but 41 cents difference. It's not like that's a great big difference. All right, Todd. I think some people are funny giving people game. Oh man, Todd, look, you found the right channel, man. We ain't funny by giving it. We don't mind giving it. We don't mind giving the game, brother. That's one thing you can learn about me. If you hadn't found out watching our videos already, I'll tell you it all, man. I ain't holding back nothing. All right, Portland metro area, man. Bonut 337 in Cleveland. Good God Almighty. Giovanni 299. Where y'all at, Giovanni? Bonut, God, dog, 337 a gallon. Giovanni, okay, 299. Okay. Okay. So we just gotta hope, man, whatever this little spike is, that's going on, man, that they do something, get this thing back down around 250, 260 where it was. Hopefully they'll do that. All right, nasty. Do you use asphalt tarp or is there an all-purpose tarp to cover all materials? That probably will be your all-purpose, that asphalt tarp, right? You get the asphalt tarp, you ain't got to worry about using or changing or doing nothing else. That asphalt tarp will be good for everything. All right, what's up, Ethan Garnett? 85, cool for both my tandem and trial ride. $2.99 for diesel here in South Central Virginia. Okay. Ethan, you let me know I'm not far off base, because I'm like, if a company like the company that I'm doing a lot of work for now, they're a huge company, man. So they just got to work out the wazoo day and night, and they're letting me get as much as I want day and night. And so when you're dealing with a company like that, you kind of take a little bit off because I'm making it in volume, So I've learned over the years, don't cut your nose off to spite your whole face, right? That's old school right there. My grandmother used to say that. What am I talking about? My grandmother simply was sometimes trying to say to me is don't go acting a fool about something that you might be able to live with and not see the big picture of what's going on, right? So I'm not going to clown with them too much about, because they're still paying 75, but they got so much freaking work, like I say, day and night. So here's some game for you. I got some game for you. I recently, though, I had both trucks with them. So right now we're on a hiatus from the night work for 2 or 3 weeks. So here's what I did. I split the truck. I'm giving them one truck now. I took my other truck because I got some new customers where I'm getting more money, right? That's some game for you, for those of you with more than one truck. I split the trucks. I ain't got all my eggs just with this big company. Am I going to be able to come back? I know that's somebody's question. Yes, I'm going to be able to come right on back because they got so much work. They need the truck, right? So I split my trucks up for a problem. I did it the latter part of this week. I'm going to probably do it next week. I'm going to keep that other truck away, getting other stuff that's making way more money, right? And then when it slows down and that stuff, I'm going to come right on back in my little spot and keep on kicking with these people. And like I say, these people allow me to double dip, man, for a whole month. Okay. All right. So while y'all still making comments, I'm going to show y'all something. This is my nugget for y'all. All right. Remember I told y'all about a tablet, right? Get a tablet, write down all your stuff. I want to show y'all something. How my last, just say 4 weeks have been, or maybe even longer. I'm going to show you. All right. 1, 2, 3. I want y'all to see it for yourself. When I started with this company here, when I got straight with them and started working for this company. All right. And now it's not all just them. It's a couple of other days here with a couple of other people too. But I just want you to see the money because everybody wants to see the money. Everybody wants to see the money. All right. So I'm going to show it to you. All right. All right. You see the week. This is April the 19th. The week of April the 19th. All right. I kind of messed up on this one. I put the money first instead of the truck number and all that. But as you can see, and if you see the same date, that meant I worked that night too. All right. So look at that one whole week that I worked for them. All right. And then come over here and you can see MT633. That's one of my trucks. And then MT634. That's the newer truck that I just bought. Look at the money they made. I'm going to let you look at it. All right. And you see the total. That's 2 trucks, y'all. Okay. That's what we did for that week of April the 19th. All right. I'm going to slide it up for you. You ain't going to be able to see I'm going to come to the side. I'm going to slide it up for you. I want you to see it. All right. You see the week of April the 26th. Still that double dipping day night stuff I was telling y'all about, right? Look at that week, y'all. Had a MT633. You see it? One truck did what? 5,000. One truck did 6,000. That's what I made for the week, y'all. $11,000. All right. All right. Slide it on up. Now we're getting into May. I'm sorry. May the 3rd. All right. Still doing day and night work. All right. Came over here. A little bit slower week. But I still ended up 67 plus 16. I still ended up with $8,000 that week. All right. All right. Y'all see that? I'm going to leave it there for a second or two more because I want you to see it. Because, I know you guys trust me now. You see, I've been real with y'all. But I still, every once in a while, I still like to give it to you raw. All right. All right. So that was 3 weeks. Now we're going to flip over. All right. Getting a little rain last few weeks here. And I had a breakdown when I told you the EGR cooler went out, but it was on a rainy week. I didn't really lose much work that week. All right. But yet the rain kind of messed us up. You can see the week of May the 10th. All right. Slow week. Wasn't a hustle bustle week, but I still did 58 right at $6,000. I call that a good week, not a great week, right? But still thank God for $5,800, right? Come on up. That's the week out. Now, this was the real slower. We call a real slower one here. All right. You see it, what that is, the 17th, right? That ain't been too long ago. All right. Still managed to pull out $6,000. All right. All right. And then this week here we are. Another slow week in the rain a couple of days. Truck was broke down. One of my trucks was broke down Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Didn't work but 2 days. I'll show it to you. Here it is. Because I just done this paperwork just a little while ago. I did 5,600 this week. That CMT 633 didn't make but 2 days this week. If that truck wasn't broke down, that was about $1,800 revenue. I'd have made almost $8,000 if the truck wasn't broke down this week. But breakdown is all part of it. So I want you to see that. That's 6 weeks of work I'm giving you, right? That I'm just showing you. All right. And if any of y'all been adding that up, how much money that is? All right. I'm going to tell you. 11, 16, 24, 35. It's about $45,000 in 6 weeks, y'all. It's $45,000 in 6 weeks. So do the math that in 2 more weeks, that'll be 8 weeks. That'll be 2-month period. If I'm at 45 in 6 weeks, then you already know I'm gonna make over $50,000 in a 2-month period. 50,000. Let's stop it at 50, right? I should do 2 more weeks. Let's just say I don't average but $6,000. That's 12 more thousand. That's 57. So let's just say I'm gonna probably do about 60 grand in 2 months. Divided by 2, 30 grand a month. 2 trucks, right? So do the math. Stay with me here. 60,000 in 2 months over a 2-month period. 30,000 per month. Take the 30,000 divided by 4. 4 goes into 30,000. What was that? 4 7 is 28. Carry your 2 5, 7,500 a week, which tells you that my 2 truck average over that 2-month period will be $7,500, which means divided by 2. I hope y'all keep it up with these numbers. Each truck is making average now $3,750 a week, and that's just April and May, y'all. That's just April and May. June it's going to be here Tuesday. This is April and May money. We ain't even hit. This is 8, 9 hours, 7 hours. This ain't even 10, these 10s and 11-hour days that's finna come up. Y'all done got me excited, man. Right? Don't let nobody tell you it ain't no money in this dump truck business. All right. So I just want to share that. That was my other thing. Big thing I want to share with you tonight, just to show you just what I've been doing. And some of y'all are living in places where y'all getting a higher rate than me. I'm dealing with $75, $85, swinging. And I'm telling you, for the April and May, we're really only getting 8, 9 hours. I haven't had a 10-hour day, I don't believe, in 2 or 3 weeks now. Everything has been 8, 9 hours. Night work, they got to get off the highway, so we can't get no more than 8, 9 hours at night. Daytime, pretty much 7:30, getting off at 4 o'clock, all this stuff. We're getting 8.5 hours. But I'm telling you, that summertime finna roll in. It's finna get hot. They're gonna start putting these 10, 12-hour days in. That's when you're gonna make some money. That's when the big money. But I just showed you what's about to be 60 grand over a 2-month period. All right. So let me back up and get back to y'all in case some of y'all might have some questions on that, man. That's game for you. Look, some more y'all join. Look, channel sticker, channel membership, chat. Appreciate your support of this channel. Louder Country CEO, be able to bring you more game, and more game, right? I ain't had nobody to throw that on me tonight. I normally have somebody to throw the more game moniker on there. Y'all slipping, man. Y'all supposed to be to throw the more game moniker on me. All right, who I got? Let me go back up because I know I got some comments. You guys were commenting. Let me go back up. Okay, yeah, y'all were telling me about the fuel. All right, Mr. Ethan, I talked to you. Okay, all right, Mikhail, let me start back with you. Okay, wouldn't be leaving anytime soon. Not ready to make the big jump, just getting ahead on research. All right, Mikhail, that's cool. Like I say, just be careful with asking them, because I know sometimes some people are funny, and you don't want nobody to be like, this guy just got here and he's asking, So I would just kind of observe. You can learn by observing, and then you might throw in a question here or there, but I wouldn't, you know, be overly aggressive too quick until you get to know them, and because somebody might take that the wrong way. Okay. 314 Colorado Springs, my lord. Mo Jazz and one broker got clients to pay extra 16% when fuel went up a couple months ago. That's good. Oh yeah, that's good, man. Broker looking out for the trucks. That's good. Crit 336 South Florida. Wow. Morgan Barnett, what are your options if you break down while delivering? Morgan Bennett, good question. What are your options if you break down while delivering a load? Well, there are companies that provide road service. So, and here's some game for you. In coming into the dump truck business, it's going to be good. Those mechanics that you locate, that you talk to, that be in agreement to, yeah, they'll work on your stuff. It's good if that person has a service truck, right? They not only work on it, they got their own shop, but it's great if they got a service truck to where they can come to you. Because I'm telling you, if you're in the dump truck business, all breakdowns ain't gonna happen in your yard. All breakdowns you ain't gonna be able to get ahead of. It's gonna happen to you sooner or later. You're gonna break down with a load on you. It's gonna happen at some point, right? So you need to have a couple mechanics in your Rolodex, in your phone, that are companies that can come to you. You can start with just regular average Joes because they're going to be cheaper. But then there's also fleet companies that you need to be able to, call, that you may not have a choice. Call a company, got to come out. It's going to cost you, but at least they can come and get you off the road, So that's how I would solve that, Morgan. All right. No brokers, man. We kind of talked about that last time. Brokers is not a thing here, man. Brokering is not a thing. We had a couple of people try to come in here and call themselves being brokers and stuff. That stuff ain't last as long as Jones stay Norman, man. It just don't work here. We the truckers here, we deal directly with the companies. Most of these companies got truck foremen or dispatchers. And we deal directly with the company. There is no in-between person. I mean, it's just the culture down here. I guess it's different. But we did have a little group come through one time and try to go and swoop up to work, and then, try to handle things like that. And it worked for a couple of years, but they couldn't maintain it. They couldn't pay people on time. They started getting a bad reputation. That stuff went down the drain real quick. All right. Would you recommend to buy a truck right now or wait, considering how unstable everything is? Well, Jacob, it depends on what's unstable to you, right? Because when I look at what's out there now, I see a multiplicity of work for the next 5 to 10 years, right? Now, if you're speaking about the fuel, well, that's just a part of it, right? I mean, $3.50 is not going to scare me because I was here and survived $5 diesel during Katrina, right? I'll say that again. $3.50 fuel won't scare me because I survived $5 diesel when Hurricane Katrina hit New Orleans. And for the next 6 months, we were dealing with $5, $4.50 diesel here. So I can live with $3.50, sure enough, if I can survive $5 until it goes back down, right? So if you're talking about the fuel, that wouldn't scare me. And if you're talking about the work, I don't know where you stay at, Jacob, type in where you're at, but the work is out the wazoo. And everybody that I've been talking to here on the channel the last couple of times, they'd saying the work in their places is it's just going, All right. For nights, do you have different drivers or same driver? Jacob, I have extra drivers. When we got night work, my regular guy run day, or me, I'll run day, and my other guy, and I took the night. I even took the night. I gave a guy the days and I took the nights. But I bring in 2 fresh guys, so is what I'm saying. I'm gonna bring in 2 fresh guys. Now, Jacob, look, I got to gloat a little bit. I am old school and cut from the cloth of where I can do a day and a night, or a night and a day. I can do it. Have done it. Matter of fact, I got a video coming up this month, June, y'all, how to work a double shift. I have done it. Jacob, I have worked a triple shift, right? I'm an older man now. I'm 47 now. But when I was young and foolish, 32, 33, didn't know no better, man, I was pulling doubles and triples, right? Young, trying to build a business, didn't realize the body got shut down on you if you don't shut it down. And I did it. But right now, to this day, Jacob, I can do a double shift at 47, man. I can work all day and I can go out there and make it through that night. Or I can work that night and I can go and work that day, right? But I'm a little smarter now, and I'm trying to work a little smarter and not harder. So I just call in extra guys, pay them, man, and go get in my bed, man. That's the smart thing to do. All About Yard Country CEO just got, what's up, All About Yards? Glad you just joined the channel, man. All right. All right. Todd, do night hauling pay a little more? No, Todd, in some places it do. On some jobs here it does, but no, it's the same thing. We just look at it, it's lanyard. It's still, let me put it to you this way, Todd. Yeah, they pay the same thing. Some people give you $5 more, but most of the time it's the same thing. But here's how we looked at it. What I just showed you in 4 of those 6 weeks was my trucks working day and night. So I want you to peep game on this. And this is a nugget. When I work those, every day that I work those trucks, day and night, it was just like I owned 4 trucks. Don't miss that. Every day that I worked those trucks, day and night, it was as if I owned 4 trucks, but I only owned 2. I made 4 truck money at the expenses of 2 truck money. Ooh, don't miss that. Don't miss that. So just the fact that you're working at night and that truck already done worked that day. In Louisiana, we got a word. That's lanyard. That's lanyard. That's extra. That's that put up that extra money. That's that put a little money in the kitty. That's that go pull 1,500 out of that and give to your wife and say, hey baby, go and spend a little bit. We did good this month. That's that, put another 1,500 up in your maintenance. That's that, I see this nice watch that I like, right? That's that extra money. That's that, put 2,000 up in your savings because we're going to need that come December. That's why you jump on those kind of opportunities. That's what those times mean for us, right? So again, we're on a 2-week break and they coming back out here right in my hometown and it's going to be about another month of it. And I'm ready to get it, man. I'm ready to get it. Bonut, they're slow on the night work here this year, but should be starting next week. Okay. All right, I need that double dip. Bo, that's what it is, man. That double dip. Bo, you got your driver lined up. And what kind of work they're gonna be doing at night, Bo? All right, Miss Lowe, do they roll over numbers on truck? Do they roll over numbers on truck? Oh, okay. I would see a truck for sale, 2007, 2,000 miles. That sounds impossible. Yes, Miss Lowe, it can happen. And some dealerships like Baskin from earlier, yeah. If you're not careful, yeah, some of them dealerships will roll that odometer back on you. So yeah, be careful with that. Nasty. But I'm not saying you can't find a 2007 or 2,000 mile now, but you got to ask yourself realistic. Okay, get some history on that truck. Where that truck been at? What it's been doing? All right, because basically in our analysis, 50,000 a year, that truck basically is a 14-year-old truck, but ain't got but 4 years of working on it. I want to know what that truck been doing. That's what I would want. I'll see what the old company name was and call that company and what they, do some research. That's how you handle that. Nasty says, I truly appreciate you transparent dropping that game on the good, the bad. No, yes, sir. Nasty. Yeah. Yeah. And Nas, man, look, that should have been the title of this video, right? The good, the bad, the ugly, right? Because the good, I'm showing you the money. I started off talking about maintenance. That's the bad, or that's the ugly, right? It can get ugly with that, right? So that's good, bro. Appreciate that. Marshall Boy dropping Jim. Appreciate you, man. What's up, James Hernan that showed up in the big town of Memphis, Tennessee? James, we talking, man, a little bit about everything, man. Maintenance, about the importance of having a maintenance account. I showed them a glimpse of what I've been done the last 6 weeks revenue wise. And so we just chopping it up all over the place, man. James, one of our channel members, channel supporters. God bless you, James. All about y'all. I finally got my first week of work as an owner operator. Okay. Thank God and you for some advice long ago. It was a tough goal to start insurance and the state killed me on my money, but rolling now. All right. So you got it going all about. Okay, cool. Got that thing going. I don't know. Did you ever send me your picture of your truck, man? If not, email me a picture of your truck. We posted to the channel. But I'm glad you got going, man. Congrats. Get your grind on, man. That work is out there. All right. What's up, George and Candy from San Bernardino? How much are broker's fees? George, And Candy, that's I think you may have been on early enough to hear that's not an issue here because we just don't go through brokers here. But maybe some of the other guys took one. Some of you guys, maybe you can chime in and tell her what kind of brokers, what kind of fee does these brokers charge? Maybe somebody can help George them with that. $4.20 in California. Well, California is always a little higher, right? God, thanks for your wisdom. Since I started this job 2 months ago, no less than 11-hour day. Whoa, that's good hours, McCall. That's good hours. Nashville. Okay, cool. That's good hours. That look, McCall, that's what I'm waiting on, man. These 10, 11-hour days, man. I'm tired of these 8s. That's what I'm waiting on, these 11-hour days, man. So we can really be putting away $700, $800, $900 a day, you know? Mike Jones, ATL. I thought you was in Atlanta. We can have terrible traffic just because the sun is shining. Will bad traffic affect you getting paid by the hour? No, because that's on them. You know, it's the company. You know, if something happens, you know, what I typically do if it's a situation where I done got caught up in traffic and ain't nothing I can do about it, and I done been a little long, 45 minutes, something like that, nothing like communication or Mike, you know, hey man, look, call the foreman. Hey man, I'm just letting you know, man. I'm behind. I'm stuck in traffic with an accident, like this big bridge in New Orleans. I mean, in Baton Rouge, it's a mess every day at 1 o'clock. Everybody knows that. 2 o'clock, wrecks, accidents, and you could be stuck in traffic hour too. So, but I would call and just communicate. Hey man, I'm stuck in traffic. Just wanted you to know, and be there as soon as I can. And you know, just communication. But they don't dock us or nothing. I mean, that's just the nature of the beast, right? All right. Tony, what's up? Me too, day and night. Yes, sir. That's it, Doc. Dub, but no trips. Okay. All right. Doubling up on a shift is truly bossing up. Yes, sir, Mo Jackson, man. Look, and Mo Jackson, man, it gives me just such a man, look, that thing get my juices flowing, man. When I'm pulling them double shifts like that, man. Look, it does something for me, man. I'll be ready for that bed now, but it does something for me. All right, Giovanna, get me that extra lanyard. That right. Get you that extra lanyard, man. When they offering that night work, man, that lanyard, man. I get excited when them jokers say they go work at night. Oh, y'all working at night? Okay. Let me get my drivers lined up. All right. Nowadays, it's hard to finance some trouble because a lot of these dealerships don't do startups for new business. Yes, Montag. So unfortunately, I'm beginning to see that, man. Used to be back in the days, man, if you had the money and the good credit, that would simply be enough. But a lot of times, some of these people are a little hesitant with startups. I'm beginning to get that feedback on that a lot more, man. And so what ends up happening is it's basically forcing some people to maybe go with a cheaper truck and maybe try to get your bank or a credit union to do it for you just in that initial truck, just to try to get your foot in the door, you know. And that's what I would say to someone, you know, long as the terms are just not ridiculous. However, you can get your foot in the door, just try to get your foot in the door. Don't go buy a trash truck now. But if you can get a good truck, just get started. Because I mean, I had to do that. I bought a $45,000 truck and just got myself in the business. And it lasted, you know, I made that 3-year period and shoot, I was able to finance a $93,000 brand new 2001 Mack after them 3 years, man. 2002 Mack after 3 years. You know, so I feel your pain on that, man. We're gonna have to try. Hopefully, we can run across some companies, man, that'll be a little bit more lenient to that. That thing there, Bonut. I'm training a driver for nights now. Good. They mainly pave and do grinding, and that's cool. Yeah. Bonut, get you, you know, you train that guy, get you another extra guy too. Keep you a guy or two extra, man, for that kind of. You get sick or whatever, you want somebody to be able to step in the seat while you recuperate, that kind of thing. But yeah, get you a night driver. Anybody that's got one truck, get you train these guys up and get them used to your truck and what you like and how you want things done, so we can make that money when it happens like that. Night work don't happen every day, so when it happens, you got to be able to go get it. Marshall Bar, should I start my company in my home state of New Jersey or start in new state of Texas? Well, I would start it in the state that that you're gonna permanently be in. I don't see any problem with that. Whatever state you're gonna permanently be in, that probably would be where I would start it. All right, Tony Capone, brokers about 3% of what you make, huh? Shoot. All right, so let me do some math in my head, Tony, of that 3%. So if you make $900, let's say you make $800, 10% will be $80, 5% will be $40. 2.5% would be $20. So so about $25 on an $800 day. So about $20 a day, $25 a day. Okay. It's not too backbreaking. It's not too backbreaking. All right. Let me see the email, James. All right. What else we got here? All about y'all. My truck is an 03. Okay. 315. Can it do 2 shifts a day or night? A day or too old? Laugh aloud. All services have been and will be done. Shoot. All about. I would find out. I definitely would see. It would have to show me that it can't. That's for sure. Look, man, let me tell you something about a diesel engine, man. The more it runs and the hotter it gets, the better it performs. I'm here to tell you what I know. The longer a diesel engine runs, the hotter it gets, the better she performs, man. Yeah. David Stockler, researchers told me that my area is too competitive. Do you feel there is such a thing in the dump truck business? Well, yeah, David Stockler. Where you at? Where you at, David Stockler? I'm gonna give you some words of wisdom on that. Tell me where you at. I just want to know. Ken, what's up from Toledo, Ohio? What's up, Ken? G said, did you have to get a rebuild your engine? Shoot, how many times, G? I don't rebuild 3 engines. I don't rebuild 3 engines. I had old janky, Mercedes engine and a Sterling that for some reason the Sterling had some kind of defect where it was sucking dirt into the engine. Rebuild it twice. 15,000 the first time, 18,000 the second time. Had old KW with a cat in it, rebuilt it for $12,000. So I've rebuilt 3 engines in 21 years. Right. Tony, yeah, $24 on 800. Okay, cool. So in the course of a $4,000 a week, Tone, that looks like what? $124. Right at 123, 120, 120 something dollars. $120 something dollars on a $4,000 a week. That ain't too bad. That ain't too bad, man. Especially if that's how the system is, that ain't too bad. All right, Larry Bird then showed up to the Boston Garden. What happens if you get a tractor truck that converted to a dump truck? Oh, man, got a video coming up next month on that, but I'll go ahead and give you a little game on it. I would probably advise against it because typically the specs just off, man. The specs are not right. Typically, a road truck is 12,000 pound front axles, you need 20. Rear axles are typically 36, you need 44. That's the first thing. Typically, a road truck is single frame, that thin single frame. You need a thick single frame or you need to be double frame. That's 2 good, strong reasons right there that I can tell you. Road truck is typically air ride suspension. You need a spring suspension. I'm going to go ahead and give you a third one to go with that. My first truck, Larry, was a yellow Ryder road truck conversion. Didn't know any better again. And I learned some lessons. We made it work for 3 years now. And that truck's still working. But I just wouldn't want to see anybody make that mistake like I did. All right, David. Okay, Dayton, Ohio. All right, so David says it's competitive, meaning I take that to mean got a lot of trucks. I think what the focus would have to be, David, on what the work looked like, right? That's what I would probably be my focus, as opposed to is it too many trucks? Find out what the work looked like. Focus on that instead. I'm gonna tell you why I say that. A few years ago, we said the same thing about Baton Rouge, that it had got overpopulated with trucks. I mean, it just looked like, man, trucks was just coming out the woodwork. Where are all these guys coming from? And having been in the business a long time, I mean, I've been in here too long. I can tell when it's a new truck and this guy must be new. And I'm like, man, look at all these guys. I don't even know all these guys. And man, that went on, David, about 3 years like that. And the little, holes that we could go in when we ain't had nothing else, they had to fill them holes up we could go. But my customers still were my customers. And so I'm here to tell you, David, what typically happens, not all, but a large portion of guys see the work, and they start running and getting trucks. It's going to happen in Baton Rouge. When they see that work is finna blow open and that it's blowing open in Baton Rouge like it's blowing open, it's going to be a whole mess of new guys that's going to run, pull a couple trucks out the bushes, put together them a truck, all kind of stuff. It's going to happen. But I'm going to tell you what history proves, and I've seen it happen 3 times in my 21 years. They don't last. You survive out here by building a customer base, by building relationships with companies that appreciate you, have seen your work ethic, know your man of your word. That's how you make it. Don't focus on the competition. You focus on the work and the customer, and you build your relationship with them. And what they're gonna do is, if they're worth any weight in salt, they're gonna stick with you, and they're gonna go with you. All right, and you build up your brand. Trust me, it's enough work out here in Baton Rouge. They can't get it all. They can't get it all. They might dilute the market a little bit, but guess what? I got customers. I got companies that I work for. So it doesn't matter how many of them come. I still got a relationship. I communicate with my customers. I talk with them. I got a relationship. They know me. And that's what it's all about. And once you build relationships, ain't nobody coming in breaking up that relationship like talking about, right? So I'll share that with you. Focus on the work. Don't worry about how many trucks out there, because if you stick with that, you'll never get into business because you're looking at the competition. Don't get caught up in looking at the competition. Look at the opportunity. All right. And you think about the fact of how you can distinguish yourself from the rest of those truckers that are there, right? The mindset I had when I came out here is this: they might have been out here longer, but ain't nobody go outwork me. I'm gonna do the extra things to satisfy my customer, and I'm gonna be a man of my word. So many people, David, are not honest in this business, in that they'll tell the customer they coming and don't show up. They'll steal from the customer. All of though that is opportunities for you to get your foot in the door. Don't focus on the competition. Look at the customer. Focus on the customer. All right. I hope that's been some game for you, man. All right. Let me stroll back up. All about yours. Quid in North Carolina is $82. Broker gets 6%. That's a little bit higher there. That's a little bit higher there. All right. Laugh out loud. How does she better? She run. Yes. Boy, listen at you. How did you get better? She run. Boy, I like that, man. What's up, Todd? How do you worry about the more money you make, the more taxes you pay, or the more tax write-off you need to find? At some point, Todd, you're going to have some write-off. I'm not particularly worried right now because, I got the 13 that I bought in 19. I got the 18 that I just bought this year. I'm good on taxes for the next 3 or 4 years, right? I know that. All right, and Todd, you may be new to the channel, but I said on the last live that I'm thinking already about a quad axle. Probably won't be this year. Probably maybe next year. So I'm setting myself up for enough write-off, man, for the next 7, 8 years. I'm not even concerned right now about taxes because I think between payroll and the depreciation on the truck, I'm gonna be good. I got that covered. All right. So no worries at all about that. You just got to be on top of that. That's what you got to do. Ty says local company just turned the tracks or dump to a tractor set up for a side dump. Okay. All right. That's the other way around. Okay. All right. Yulu Honesty. What's up? Hello to you. All right. Larry Bird. Cool. Appreciate you, man. Sir, opening up my own trucking company name with one ME truck after the name of company. Okay. If I put LLC, is it best or hold on? All right. I'm way behind. Okay. All right. If I put LLC, is it best or end of name? If put Inc. is best, what is the difference? Well, LLC is cool. There's nothing wrong with LLC. Limited liability company. I just go with LLC. That's what I got. I was a CE First LLC. So it's cool. If you're LLC, go with the LLC. I think that'd be okay. All right. Detroit 60 Series, my mechanic said rebuild for 10K and it will get you 1 million miles. Yes, sir. Detroit is good. And look at that price, Tony. Look at that price, y'all. 10K for a rebuild on a Detroit. And that's something that you consider too when you're dealing with the kind of engine that you got. Everybody knows that you're gonna pay upwards toward 20K for a rebuild on a cat, right? The bigger the cat, the bigger the rebuild, right? And so something to consider. But yeah, that 60 series Detroit and a Cummins. Everybody knows a Detroit and a Cummins is cheap rebuild on those. CEO, how much are you netting now with majority of expenses out with all your trucks and especially having experience? How long did it take you to get there? How much are you netting now, right, with majority of expenses out with all your trucks and especially having experience? I would say in that example that out of that, just say that 60K that net in the 2-month period. I mean gross, I'm sorry, that I'm gonna gross in the 2-month period. Let me see, can I add it up in my head? Because I hadn't looked at it yet. I'm gonna give you some good tight figures though. When I figure, let's just say the drivers. Let's look at, I've been doing a lot of the driving, so I'm sharing in that responsibility. So I got to throw myself in there. So let's just say with the salary on a weekly basis, and that'll give us our number. So let's just say between the driver and me, let's just say that's 1,800 a week, right? So let's multiply that times 4. All right, so that's 7,200. Let me write that down. I want to remember my numbers. So let's say that's 7,200 for the month. So that's 14,400 for 2 months because we're looking at 2 months, right? All right. Well, let's do it on 1 month, right? So let's just say 30K. Since I said 60, so let's say 30K for the month. All right. So out of that 30K, 72. All right, for me and the driver. All right, the fuel right now is costing me per truck about $600 a week. So 1,200 times 4, about 4,800. All right, my insurance is $3,000 a month now since I got the other truck. All right, notes is 2,903. My other note is 2. All right. Am I leaving anything out? All right, so I got, okay, that's a truck note, that's a truck note, that's the insurance, that's the fuel, that's the payroll. All right, let me add that up. All right, you can add it with me. 7,200 for salaries, plus 48 for fuel, plus 3,000 for my insurance, plus 2,903 for one truck note, plus 2,000 for the other truck note. All right, y'all got that? All right, before I show y'all the number, before y'all say anything, let me think if am I forgetting anything? Workman's comp. Add $480 for workman's comp. Am I forgetting anything? I think that's it. That's my overhead, right? All right, so I'm gonna add to my number. That's the expenses. Who was that? Ken? Ken, that's the expenses in that 1 month of that 30,000. That's the expenses. So you can do a little simple math and see what my profit was. That's game for y'all right there. You can't get no more better transparent than that. And your insurance might not even cost what mine costs. I'm paying $3,000 for 2 trucks. All right, so y'all got that? Great question, Ken. I'm always ready to give it to you, man. All right, what y'all think about that? That's a good demonstration of the profit, right? Because I know a lot of time people do give you the numbers, but that's the gross. I just showed you that my gross, what's the number, right? Should be 9,000, right at almost $10,000. Should be $9,600 and some change that I grossed in 1 month, right? And it's going to be the same for both months, right? Because I showed you I'm almost at 60K, right? So I'm going to pretty much grossed pretty much 20 grand out of that 60. All right. All right. Y'all see that? What y'all think about that? Is that game? Is that real? Is that tangible enough for you? What y'all think about that? All right. Ken, what was your question? Let me see. And how long did it take to get there? When you say there, this is what's been going on right now, Ken. And the money we're making now is money that I have made in the past, so it's not new money. I've made this kind of money before. I made more than this because I used to subcontract. That's why I'm bidding on jobs, because I'm finna get ready to get into subcontracting, whereby I make a little money with that. So my revenue is going to go up. But we've made this kind of money before. So all right. So, man, look, great question, man. Relationships, dependability, professional demeanor is the main focus, not money. Competition. Yes, Mo Jackson. That is game, brother. That is it right there. Say it. I'm gonna say it again for those in the back. Relationships, dependability, and professional demeanor is the main focus. That's all you got to do, man. It's gonna win. At some point, it's gonna win for you. I'm telling you. You have to be patient. God opens the door in his time. How do you feel about buying a brand new truck starting? Man, look, hey, man, ain't nothing wrong with that. As a brother, Bo Nut can tell you. He just bought a brand new one. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, you got your work lined up. You know you're going to be working. Everything is in order. You know you got that overhead. There's another guy here down around New Orleans we've talked about. Bought a brand new T800 Kenworth, man. So it's got guys that are buying brand new trucks. You don't want to deal with the maintenance part and ain't got to worry about breaking down things of that nature. You know, anything should go brand new. That's solve it right there. Because in any trucking business, whether it be road trucking or dump trucking, you're paying a note or you're buying parts, one of the two. All right. Go quad. Yeah. Ken, Mo Jackson. That's what's on my mind, man. Quad is definitely what's on my mind for the next go round. Ain't no doubt about it. I'm definitely got quad on my mind. How much does an accountant charge per month? Bo Nut, mine's it varies, but I'm gonna tell you what she does. I do my own payroll, right? So all she does is just reconcile my books, tell me what I owe the federal and the state, and process all of that. That's what she does a month. Typically $140, typically. When she get to doing my income tax and all that kind of stuff, well, yeah, it gets up to $300 and $400 to fix all of that. End of the year stuff, yeah, it gets up to $400 and $500 because she got to reconcile all your books. But just monthly bookkeeping and fixing the forms to show you what you got to pay your taxes, man, I'm paying her about $150 a month, man. That's all. That's about it. But it's worth it, man, to keep you out of trouble. All right. David says, I have experience driving Class B trucks, but not dump trucks. All right. Particularly, do you feel learning along the way is a bad way to go or a possibility? It just depends on David. I mean, the thing that I can't answer is what kind of person you are as it relates to being able to grasp things. If you're a guy that's a quick learner and catch on quickly, I mean, you could do it, man. I mean, I come straight from working at Angola State Prison to getting in a ready mix truck, man, and within 2 weeks I had it. So, but I've seen other guys get in trucks and man, they struggle, man. Take them 2-3 months to get it. So it just depends on you. I'll say this, it can be done. But what I would probably do, I don't know if I would want to learn. And having bought a truck, what I would probably do is try to, go get on a truck, drive for a company for 90 days, maybe 6 months. And that way, you got it down pat, and learn at somebody else's expense, and then, go at it like that. All right. Great answer and straightforward. Oh, yeah, Ken, it's going to always be straightforward, man. All right, these monthly figures was a nugget. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm showing it to you. Yes, ma'am. Miss Lowe. Do you use QuickBooks or something different? QuickBooks, all about QuickBooks, man. Larry Bird, CEO, you were cracking heads over there. Go with that. No, I ain't cracked no heads, man. I was correct. I was an officer for 3.5 years. I didn't crack no heads. I was on the cell block, man. It was an experience, I tell you. But no, I didn't have to crack no heads, man. You firm but fair is the motto. You treat them fair, but you be firm with them. They respect you. They'll hurt each other and kill each other before they hurt you. Every once in a while you hear about them messing with a free person, and more than likely it's because the free person was being ugly to them and mean to them and provoked them. All right. Look, one last time before we get off here, man. Anybody want to do a channel sticker or a chat to support the channel? We appreciate it. We're all also open for you new guys, girls. You can subscribe to channel membership. There's a join button on the channel. If you desire to do that, there's some extra perks for our channel members. Matter of fact, I'm going to be doing a channel member Zoom session tomorrow evening with those who have subscribed on the highest level in our channel membership, right? All right, so we offer that to you, and then, like I say, we appreciate all and any support. We're gonna continue to give game either way it go, and I just want to let you guys know I appreciate that. Those of you who have already subscribed and supported. All right, like y'all getting a little tired. The chat done stopped. Y'all done got it tired on me. I'm just getting warmed up. All right. Smaller dump trucks. Yes, David, I think we gave some game one time about smaller dump trucks. Typically, you can uh, do landscaping projects. Smaller homeowners love single axles because they don't tear their yard up, getting in there, bringing that topsoil and limestone and things like that. Landscaping yards, those small hardware stores that keep mulch and things of that nature and stuff like that. They love single axles, man. Excuse me. Got a little guy in town here got a single axle. That little guy be rolling that little 8-yarder, man. Limestone, dirt, sand. He do it all. So there's a market for that. You just have to research that market, right? And you can make money too as well with that truck. All right. Look, what's up, Nasty Stain? Welcome to the Grinding on the Max, man. Channel membership, man. Appreciate that, joining the channel. He subscribed, Grinding to the Max. Welcome. We look forward. Nasty Stain, you need to send me your email so we can put you on that Zoom session tomorrow and be able to chop it up with you and with those other channel members tomorrow. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate the support, brother. Ken says, can you get a decent truck for 40, 50? Ken, yes, you can. You just got, they are out there. I tell anybody, I don't want you to just think you got to go out there and get $89,000 and $100,000 truck. All I'm saying is that if it's going to be a $40,000, $50,000 truck, do your homework, study that thing, research that thing, have your mechanic check that truck out, do a dyno test. Remember we talked about the dyno test. Drop that to ask the guy, can you get an oil sample? And have that oil. You could take it to a Caterpillar dealership or to a place that will test that oil to make sure that truck ain't got nothing mixing with that oil, such as water, antifreeze, such as diesel, anything like that. That way, that gives you peace of mind that you buying a decent truck. Same thing with the rear ends, it can and transmission, right? It'll check to make sure you ain't got no metal shavings in your transmission, your rear end. If you got metal shavings in your transmission, your rear end oil, then that's a problem that you got something grinding in there. Sooner or later, it's gonna break, right? So it's just a way that you go about it. If you're gonna buy a truck in that range, be careful, do your research. I believe that there are some jewels out there and some great deals out there. Somebody got old truck, they kept up great, and they just ready to get out of business. Older fella ready to retire, he tired of driving. There's some great deals out there, man. But just don't jump at the first thing. Get your 8 or 9 trucks like that to look at, and then narrow them down, doing your research. And I believe you can find a jewel in that bunch. All right. Ethan says those are the kind of jobs I do with my triple axle and tandem. Cool. Ethan does landscaping and things like that with his triaxle. So that's cool. That's good. Yeah. We in the country, Ethan, and yeah, we them old folks, man. Some of the folks don't want you tearing up the yard, and that triaxle, if that ground is soft, it's gonna find that soft spot, man. All right, cool. Dirt, gravel, topsoil to homeowner. That's cool. Yeah, got a friend of mine, man. That's pretty much like all he do, man. He just pretty do residential stuff, man. All about how do you feel about the new automatic versus the 8-speed transmission, Mack transmission. If you're speaking of the 7, I haven't experienced the 7-speed yet. I still have the 6, so I couldn't probably speak on that because I hadn't had a chance. The 6 does great, so I'm anxious to see, man. I get that new one, it probably will have that 7-speed. Allison, you got me just curious about that, man. How that's gonna be, All right, Ken, cool. Thank you. Can reach out by email. All right. All right. What's up, people? Look, y'all getting tired. I got more game than y'all got questions tonight. What's wrong? Is it time for us to wind it down, land the plane? Friday night, man. All right. Okay, cool, Ethan. Yeah, that's where we at, man. We in the country. It's a rural area, rural town about 25 miles north of Baton Rouge, man. I love it. Country living, man. Sitting on 3.5 acres. My neighbors are not right up on me. And I got a dairy farm next to me, and his property runs behind my property. So, I got dairy cows, all in the bag mooing and stuff. So we're in the country. Try point, what is the minimum requirement for the approval process for new trucks, if you happen to know, for the new startups? I don't know. I think for the new startups, Try point, I've heard as much as some people wanting 20% down, 20% down. I did 10 for a used truck. It just depends, and it's like that for the startups. That's the crazy part, because let me tell you, basically my salesman told me that if I get a new truck, it ain't gonna be nothing now. But I realized I got the years, right? So he basically telling me with my score and everything, if I would have went new the last time, I might have not had to put nothing down, right? But he didn't have a new one. So, but I talked to him, and he's getting 2 long wheelbase Macks together now to make quad axles out of them, and he's gonna probably have them ready at the end of the year. And more than likely, way he's talking, I'm probably not gonna have to put nothing down. It'll be 100% finance. You're talking about $180,000 truck, man. Well, be 200 by the time we finance it. Be 200,000. All right. So typically, Tri Point, they're looking for a 750 score is what you probably need, and for a startup, I'm hearing 20%, man. Be honest with you. All right. Cal on the clock tonight, CEO. Oh, okay. You're on the clock tonight. All right. I use my dump trucks and equipment on the farms as well. Cool. Ethan, you sound like you got a nice little outfit there, man. David, what is your number one form of generating work and marketing your company? My number one form of generating work, David, is when I see new developments and new companies, I approach them, right? I don't have a problem if I see something new going on, stopping and talking to people. Or if I see in the newspaper or on social media or other means of media, a development coming and who the company is, I call them people. It's doing the things that other folks ain't gonna do. And so, and then after a while, man, and you've been in it long enough, things begin to work their way around. I picked up a new customer this week, but it ain't a new customer, really. He's a guy that worked for a customer that I used to have that went out and started his own construction company. So he called me to handle his trucking, right? New, but not really new. So you'll run across things like that as well. So David, those are some things that I do. I still surf that DOT website, find out who's bidding on what and who gets it, and I'm gonna call them. And so, I got social media. I got letterheads. I'll send emails. You'd be surprised. These companies deal a whole lot in emails. You can go to their company website and get those guys' emails, the estimators and the bidders. Send them an email, or that truck foreman, send them an email. So those are little things you can do to bring notice to your company to market that thing. All right, G. Matter of fact, I got a video coming up in June talking about how to market your business. G says, have you had any experience with the AMI Mack motor? No, haven't had any experience with that, G. 13,000-pound drop axles. On that quad, I don't know. Darius, and normally 7,000-8,000. I don't know if it's gonna be 13 on this quad or what. I got to check that out. That's a good question. I'm gonna have to find out from my salesman how that thing will be specced out. Have you heard any good or bad on the new Freightliner tractors? Hadn't heard neither way, James. Not real popular here. I don't think I know one here. I don't think I've seen one. Got a Freightliner dealership right there. Matter of fact, the people that own the Mack dealership I deal with, they own the Freightliner right next door. And I've seen Freightliner over there, but me knowing anybody with one, I haven't seen anybody with a Freightliner at all. It would definitely be something different for here. Go ask for work. Don't be afraid to do it. That's right. You got to ask for it, man. How do you determine how much to charge when bidding on a job? Well, Bo Nut, what we're doing here, good question. What we're doing on this bid that I know is going to be coming is that I'm going to give him, looking at where we're at, doing a lot of on-site work. So I'm going to give him that 85 hourly rate for the hourly, right? And then I got to find a dirt pit that and see what their price is going to be for the dirt, right? And once I figure out what their price is going to be from the dirt, and then I'm going to run the mileage from that dirt pit to the job site and see in my personal vehicle how long it takes to get from the dirt pit to the job site. Here's a nugget right here. If you do that in your personal vehicle, go ahead and add 10, 15 minutes to the time it's going to take you to do that very same thing in a truck with a load, right? Because you ain't going to make it. If you can run what you'll do in 30 minutes in a vehicle, it'll take you 45 in a dump truck with a load. All right. So once I run the mileage, just say, for instance, this, I'm thinking in my mind where this dirt pit is at to that job. It's about 15 miles, but it's traffic lights, it's the interstate, it's all of that. It's going to probably take about 30 minutes one way to get to that job. Loaded, empty, coming back 20, 25 minutes, right? So pretty much lets me know I can make one load an hour. That's all I can probably count on. One load an hour. So then the question becomes, okay, I'm making $85 an hour on site, but I'm burning diesel running by the load. So 85 going to be my benchmark to start from though, because that's what I'm getting hourly. Now I need to figure out what I need to make that's going to compensate for my diesel at the end of the day. Hauling is 15, 30, basically a 30-mile round trip. I'm going to probably be able to do 8 to 10 loads, which means I'm going to put about 300 miles on my truck. 300 miles on my truck is over halfway. It's going to be over, I'm going to burn, which means I'm going to burn half and 3/4, a little bit over half a tank. Okay, what is that costing me? And I'm just spitting it out, y'all, because it's on top of my head. What is that costing me? Well, that's going to probably cost me about $120, $140 a day, fuel, right? So if it's going to cost me $140 a day in fuel, I probably round it off to 150. It's going to cost me 150 in fuel. What do I need to clear in order to feel like I've had a good day? Well, if it's going to cost me 150 in fuel, I need to make $800 because that'll leave the truck 650. I'm driving that truck. What is profit? If my driver's driving it, okay, what is he going to make out of that 800, right? 25%, he's going to make $200. So 200, 350, right? So 350 minus the 800. If I make 8 loads, right, that's $800. All right, so that would make me clear 350 from 800 is 450. If I multiply 450, then I do this 5 days a week. That means I made profit 2250 minus the driver and the fuel. I profited 2250 that week for that truck. All right, let me circle around. So what does the rate need to be, Miss Jones? The rate needs to be, I need to elite. I know I could probably get 8 loads there. That rate gonna probably need to be no less than $100. But me knowing me, I'm gonna probably make that rate be, I'm gonna probably charge him. The pit is probably gonna charge $5 a yard for the dirt. I'm gonna probably charge him $6 a yard for the freight. So my bid is gonna be Bonut $11 a yard for the dirt. $5 got to go to the pit for the dirt. $6 goes for the trucking. $6 times 18 yards. What that is, y'all? $6.20 is 120. What's 6 times 18? 6 times 18. 18, 6, 48 carrier 2. Somebody give me 6 times 18. Yeah, I got it. 6 times 18. What is that? That's $108 a load. You see what I just did? So if I put it at $6 a yard, that's $108 a load. If I get 8 loads, that's $880. So the numbers I gave you actually be higher. So my bid on that job right now, just off the top of my head, coming from that particular pit, would probably is going to be about $11 a yard. Pit get their money, I get my money. And that's how you bid it. All right. All right. Got any questions on that? Put them in the chat. Let me catch up with let me go back up. I know I had a couple. Low Key Lee, what's up? What's your thoughts on purchasing a new truck and running into bad weather? Guess I'll answer my whole question. Say. Yes, sir. While you're making it, put your money up. Put you some money up. I mean, I don't care if it's $250. Stash it back every week while you're making good. Save up $1,000 a month. I think that'll be a good benchmark. Say you don't do nothing else. Take $1,000 and put it to the side somewhere and don't touch it. Be a good thing for you. Larry Bird, CEO, did you ever mess with the DBA? Yeah, man, I'm certified. Yeah, I did get that done. I'm good to go. I was saying earlier that I took time to email a couple of the contractors my paperwork on that to let them know that I'm DBE certified now. All right, and that's what I was talking about too, Larry. That job I'm bidding on right now is a DBE job. I'm talking about I'm gonna be bidding on. All right, how big a fuel tanks you recommend? I mean, you at least want 100 gallons, Darius. I mean, you don't want no 60-gallon tank. You be having to stop. So I would say 80 to 100-gallon tank at least, something like that. I think on these Macks now they putting 75, 80 at the least, but you can ask for bigger tanks now if you're getting one spec'd out. What's up, Alex? How do you have a minimum for your truck? Is it okay to work only one load or 2 hours if you need the money? What we do, pretty much try to do a 4-hour minimum. Come out there, something happen on their part, they cut you off. Well, that's 4 hours at least. That's 4-hour minimum. So yeah, we got a 4-hour minimum that we'd like to charge. Some do too, but the big company is a little bit harder to deal with. They try to give you 2, but if it's one of my customers, regular other customers, 4 hours, and they typically don't have no problem paying that. All right, is it okay to work only one load or 2 hours if you need the money? I'm kind of lost on that question a little bit. If you mean you work 1 hour, 2 hours, or one load, and then you leave, that ain't gonna be cool. They ain't gonna be calling you back if you doing that. What's up, Expediting Addicts? Hey, country, love your channel. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate your love and support, man. Cool. All right, TriPoint. What is DB? Okay, disadvantaged business enterprise. TriPoint. Disadvantaged business enterprise. Tony, ever did snow? So no, not down here, Tony. We in Louisiana, man. We don't know nothing about no snow. Every blue moon, snow is an anomaly down here. We don't do nothing but tornadoes and hurricanes, man. we don't do snow and salt. All right, what's up, Nancy? Do you have multiple trucks to get DBE? No, you don't have to have a one truck, and you could be DBE certified. I encourage you guys that are fit that qualification to get that done ASAP because it's a process. It takes a few months to get that done. All right, man. Y'all hanging in here pretty long tonight, man. Y'all hanging in there pretty long. Insurance needed. You mean what kind of insurance? I've been advocating for $1 million. Most of the companies, that's what they want. In some instances, you might be able to get by starting with 500,000. You might. I don't know for sure, but check the requirement of the construction company and see what they want. Yeah, Ken, I am one of those drivers. That number I gave you with that 1,800 a week on the payroll. I am the 1,000 out of that. Driver making about 8, I'm the 1,000, right? So I'm included in that. I'm included as a driver pay, right? All right. Yeah. So that includes me. I'm running 2, and I put myself on $1,000 a week salary, Ken. I'm on $1,000 a week salary. That's what I pay myself. And that works for me. That fits the bill. And, it's not a strain on the business, but I need to be paying myself something. And that's what we do. All right. Good questions. Good questions, man. But definitely make sure you pay yourself. You need to be paying yourself in the dump truck business. All right. Anybody else? We're going to go ahead and try to land this plane, man. We approaching 2 hours in, man. I love y'all conversation. Y'all love to talk, and I just love spitting it, man. I could talk a while, man, talking about this dump truck business, and some good things are happening. I'm excited with what I see. I've had a couple of new people contact me in the last week or so, new customers. So I'm excited about just the doors God is opening, just even with new customers, man. And here's my final game of the night. Here's some more game. Here's the last one. I've had like 3 new customers. I just worked for one for the first time today, going back next week. I turned one down the other day, couldn't get to him. And there's another one that called. I got 2 trucks. This big construction company is key. Just I can work both of them with them if I want to every day. But I really want to split and be able to put myself around a little bit. An old man told me when I first started several years, he said, son, in the trucking business, no matter what trucking business you're in, you want to run odd numbers. You want to run odd numbers, 1, 3, 5, 7. That's what you want to run. I'm giving y'all some game, y'all. I don't know if y'all ever heard this. I don't know if it's something unique to the South, but this is some game right here I'm finna give you. He said, son, you always want to run odd numbers. And so I would always work my way. I had worked my way up to 3 trucks. I had 4 at one time, but that 4, for some reason, it didn't work. Got back down to 3. I'm telling y'all, 3 was the sweet spot for me. And I honestly see myself headed back that way again, running 3 trucks. And I'm going to show you something. I want you to catch it. If you run 1 truck and it breaks down, you ain't making nothing. If you're running 2 trucks and 1 goes down, you're operating at 50% capacity and you're only bringing in 50% revenue. It can get rough for 1 truck to carry the load of 2 trucks if it has to be down a while. Don't miss this, man. Don't miss this. But if you got 3 trucks and 1 goes down, you still got the 2 trucks running. Them 2 trucks only have to carry 33.33% that you losing from the 1 truck being down. I'm going to say that again. I need y'all to catch it. I need y'all to get it. When 2 trucks and 1 is down, 1 truck got to carry 100% of the load. When you got 2 trucks, 1 truck goes down, 1 truck has to carry 100% of the load. It can be tough for that 1 truck to do that. But when you got 3 trucks, 2 trucks can carry 100% of the load because they sharing it, because you ain't got to cover but 33.33% that you're losing while the other truck is down, as opposed to 1 truck got to try to cover 100. More game, and more game. And I found that it's much easier to be able to accommodate the kind of customers I wanted to accommodate with the 3 than it was for me to do it with the 2. I'm here to tell you, I ain't gonna stay at 2. I can see it now. I'm not gonna stay at 2 because I'm gonna give you 3 reasons why. The work for the next 10 years is bomb. So the work is there. Number 2, I'm getting calls from new customers already. I could work all 2, with this big company. They got work, but I want to spread myself around and could better accommodate more customers if I go ahead on and get the third truck. New customers, and I can take care of them. It's getting a little rough for me to take care of them with just the two. So that's the second reason. And then the third reason, that old man still rings in my ear. He's dead and gone. He said, you always want to run odd number trucks. It works out better when you're running odd numbers. And I found in my 21 years that to be true. One, run three, or run 5 or 7 on down the line. All right. That's deep game right there. I just gave y'all right there. All right. All right. So let me finish up. I know I got a few more of you guys questions. I promise I'm gonna stop at this. Let me see. I think I need to stroll back up. All right. Who I got here? I know Ken. I got you. All right, Larry. Okay. Try point. So all those numbers will be better with the quad. So all those numbers will be better. Yeah. Those numbers will be try point for sure. Because the quads are getting more. Thank you. Got to keep God first. Yes, sir, Darius. All the time, brother. Can't do it without him. Ken, do your area have incentives for MBE business, as in certain percentages have to go to me? Yes, sir, Ken. That's what we're talking about. Yes, sir. Exactly. This job I'm going to be bidding on, 10% of the job supposed to go to a DBE. Now watch this. Let me show you something. The job is a $20 to $30 billion job. So if 10% got to go to a DBE, I don't know if they got that much trucking work, but if you figure, let's just say it's 20 million, right? Let's just say 20 million it's between 20 and $30 million job. So if it's 20 million, 10% of 20 million is what? 2 million. So $2 million got to be spent on a DBE. I don't know if they're going to spend $2 million with me. I don't see, I could be wrong. I hadn't got the paperwork yet. I better not say I don't see $2 million worth of work there, but I see $1 million. I see $500,000 and $1 million easy in trucking. Yeah, I see that. So yeah, Ken, that's how it works. That's how it works. And that's why I say I think I got to move on getting that third truck, man. David Stockler, thanks for your help. I look forward to more game. Yes, sir. All right. 972 Studios. You just showed up. How much money do I have to save to start dump truck business? Thank you. Oh, yeah, you just showed up. Okay. 15 to 20 grand is what I've been telling people. 972. I mean, 20, be on the safe side. Get your 20K, man. You got your 20K. That puts you in a good position. All right. Eric B and Rock Kim. Heard this before in Maryland. Okay, cool. Okay, you're talking about the 3 truck Eric B. That's what you're talking about. You heard that in Maryland? That's old trucker game right there, man. That's old trucker game. But it works. I'm telling you, there's some truth to that, man. As a believer, would you pay tithe and offering only on your salary or your business trial? You pay tithe off the profit. Tony Capone. Off the profit. Off the profit. You do it off your salary, and then you do it off a portion of what the profit is. All right. So I guess your question is off the salary and the business profit too. The answer would be yes to your question. Yes. All right, Ken, thanks for the night of wisdom. Yes, sir. If you can't run, walk, run. If you can't run, crawl. You can't crawl. Yes, sir. You got to start somewhere, man. Alan, you done just showed up, man. Where y'all been at all night? Look, I'm trying to land the plane and I'm looking at the numbers. Y'all, the numbers going up. Where these late covers come from? Quadra, I want to say I really appreciate all that you do. Alan, you might have just been listening. Okay, I'm sorry. You might have just been listening. Because of you, I got motivated today. I got myself. Look out, Alan, you got your CDL, man. Congrats, man. Congrats. That's just the beginning, brother. That's just the beginning. Rome wasn't built in one day, but you sure made a crucial step right there and getting that CDL, man. Nasty, trying to find out how to send your email. Nasty, let me give you my email. Let me put my email in the chat, Nas, and you just email me and I'll have your email. Because I'm gonna I'm gonna get that done tonight and send you guys that tomorrow morning on that. So you just send me the email. All right, Ken, why don't you sub some truck work under your name and make certain percentage of them? Can you do it? Yeah, Ken. That's what I'm gonna do. Look, man, look, I'm not gonna be able to if I get that job, I'm not gonna be able to do that job by myself. Oh yeah. I'm going back to subcontract. I used to subcontract. So yeah, that is exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hire some trucks, man, to work that job with me. That's exactly what I'm gonna be doing, man. Always check to see who the other DB companies are, or you can also subcontract through them and make good money. Yeah, for sure. That's a good game. That's a good game. Bo Nut, I was told long money, get a used truck, short money, get a new truck. Yeah, because if you have short money, get a used truck, it breaks down, you're out of the game. Yes. Good game, Bo. Man, that's game right there, bro. That's game right there, bro. Shucks. I need to read that again. Long money, if you got good money, get a used truck. If you got short money, get a new truck. Because if you have short money and get a used truck, it breaks down, you're out of the game. Yes, that is game right there. Whiskey No Chaser. What's up, Whiskey No Chaser podcast? How you gonna find an employer for 30? Whiskey, that if that's my only issue right now. Finding the third guy. But I think it's gonna be solved, Whiskey, because the little young man I got now, he's really impressing me and look like he's gonna stay. And he's a dog, man. This joker, he upset because we ain't going back to work to Tuesday, man. I think I got me a dog here now, right? So watch this. I think what's gonna happen, Whiskey, what's gonna solve it is my cousin who had been with me for years. He had been off on workman's comp. He's in the process of litigation, and I'm hoping by the end of this year, Whiskey, his suit is gonna settle. He's another dog. I can trust him. Been with me a while, and that's going to solve it. I think that's going to solve it. And by the way, him and the young man I got, they're first cousins on the other side of the family. So it's a family affair going on, right? So that's what I'm thinking. Once my cousin gets released from the doctor, he's ready to go back to work. He looks like he's going to be able to work in the truck because he had a hip replacement. Then I'll know I got a solid guy. But I'm going to probably still try to identify. Now, how am I going to do it? It goes off that video I made about how to find drivers, right? For me, I'm looking locally, right? First, amongst I got other truck driving friends around the town. You know, hey man, who looking for work? Who looking for work that'll work? You know, I'll put the word out there, right? So that's one thing that I do. You know, I don't run no ads in the paper, nothing like that. My stuff pretty much is going to be by word of mouth. Somebody's going to have to vouch for this guy that he'll work, that kind of thing, right? So really, that's my primary thing, Whiskey, other than if that don't work out with my cousin. And I found that it works. I typically can run across somebody right here in my local area that'll work, you know. All right, thanks for the game. Okay, thank you, Eric B. Yes, 1-3. Yes, heard it from an old timer at the quarry years ago. Yes, sir, Eric. That's game, brother. All right, Jefferson, what do you recommend for a first dump truck? I'm assuming I don't know if you're meaning brand, what kind of brand? But you know, just a solid truck that's spec'd out to be a dump truck, right? Factory dump truck. I think that's the biggest thing for me. It needs to be a factory dump truck, and you need to just make sure that engine, that transmission, and the rear ends is in good shape. All right, so that's about as much as I can give you, Jefferson, because we've been on here a while. But go check out the videos on the channel though, because I got it on the channel about what you should look for in a dump truck. As a matter of fact, look for that video. What should you look for in a dump truck? And it's going to tell you the specs that you should look for in the dump truck, brother. Appreciate that question there, man. Low Key Lee, thanks for sharing. Cool. Prime contract need minority sub on this school demo at 31%. Fingers crossed, praying up. Hey, James, I'm praying for you, man. I'm going to pray for you on that, man, that God opens that door for you, man. Why can't you hire someone off the streets with experience as long as they run good? I can, but just for me, familiarity is I just rather familiarity. I found that it works pretty good for me. If I'm some kind of way familiar, I got a little background. We're in the country here. I could probably find out somebody's family, tell what kind of family comes from. You know, all that matters to me. You know, is he married? What kind of, does he have a history of drug use or, those kinds of things. You can find that out in the country. Some joke on the street that you don't know, it be over with by the time you find out what's going on. You know, you be the last one to know. So that's why my philosophy is go at it that way. All right, Whiskey, appreciate you, man. No problem. Jefferson, triaxles, at least triaxles. We've been talking. I'm going up, getting ready to go up to quad, but triaxles. All right, appreciate you, man. All right, gents, ladies, it's been good tonight. We've been on 2 hours and 10 minutes, man. Time flies while you're having fun. So look, man, I appreciate you guys, and we go see, can we land this plane now? Go in here and see what the wife talking about, man. Look, appreciate you guys' prayers for me. Had my surgery, Tuesday of last week. Came home that Wednesday. Been recuperating, soreness gone, getting my stamina back. So go to my follow-up this Tuesday. Pray for that. And hopefully I want to find out from him how many, weeks he wants me to down, because driving a dump truck is a whole different beast. A regular job, I probably could have went back to work, but, dump truck, you're doing this, up and down in that truck. And so, I told you guys I had weight loss surgery, so my insides got to heal up some more, right? So I don't want to do anything to have a setback. And so I'm just keep praying for me and my recovery, and I'm praying for the best for you guys and prosperity for those of you who are in the business. And I'm praying that God opens the doors, give you wisdom, knowledge, and understanding for those of you who are trying to get in it, and that the floodgate of resources would open up to you, that you'll be able to get what you need to be able to get in this business and get started and take care of your families, right? All right. So, man, look, I'll pray for you. You pray for me. And until the next time, Country CEO, I'm out of here. I'm gone. Good night, y'all.